Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the sport of kings. Coming up, the Jamaica St leisure story, the super filly She's a Man-Eater going for the Triple Crown in Barbados. Trainer Boston John sweeps both main events at the Garça Savannah, plus more stakes wins for Caribbean jockeys at Northlands Park in Canada. First to Caymanas Park. For the typical big race day in Jamaica, great anticipation as the horses grace the track ahead of the season's final classic, the 91st Jamaica St leisure, over 10 furlongs. These marbles, meanwhile, going a much shorter distance. A lot riding, though, on the outcome for these guys. Completely absorbed in this regular Caymanas Park sideshow. While the official race program Track and Pools captures the occasion with a cover story, chasing history, the brilliant filly She's a Man-Eater on the cusp of the Triple Crown, as she tries to become only the third filly in Caymanas Park history since Simple Magic in 2002 and Al Safra 6 years later in 2008 to win the Guineas, the Derby and the St Leger. Parading in front of a huge crowd in the stands moments before race time, She's a Man-Eater, boasting a record of 8 wins in 9 career starts, looking a picture of relaxation under 5-time champion jockey Omar Walker. Drawn in post position 2, she's a 1-5 favourite from the barn of champion trainer Wayne DaCosta. In the 3 box, a 5-2 second favourite, the 2016 champion 2-year-old Sotomayor, who had handed She's a Man-Eater her only defeat last Boxing Day in the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. From the outside half of the field, the 9-horse Market Force, a 6-1 bet, was runner-up in the Colts Guineas in April. And number 11, She's a Man-Eater's stablemate, Fearless Samurai, the Colts Guineas winner, gets 9-1 odds in the betting. In the combox, Brian Rickman with a race call.
They're off for the 91st running of the Jamaica St Leger. Thornhill Miss gets a good start far side with Paper Chaser. Great Faith is also running pretty quickly as they pass the judges for the first time. There goes Fearless Samurai now moving up to set the fractions. From Great Faith in second, Thornhill Miss settled on the rail. Proud of Nuclear races out wide. She's a Man-Eater now getting into position in between horses running just off the rail. Sotomayor is earlier this day and is moving down quickly on the rail as Fearless Samurai and the Thornhill Miss set the split. Sotomayor and Great Faith team up in behind. She's a Man-Eater taken off the fractions and running smoothly as they make their way toward the 7. A gap opens up to Subby. Market Force follows up with Proud of Nuclear. And then Paper Chaser racing down on the rail, Rising Bop on the outside. Uncle Vinny tacked onto the tail end of that group and forget Silence at the moment. They settle down now on the back stretch. They've left the 6 and run toward the 5. Fearless Samurai and Thornhill Miss take each other on. She's a Man-Eater watches them a close-up third, just 3 lengths off them. Great Faith racing on her inside. Sotomayor is closing in now as they make their way toward the final half of a mile in the St Leger, and they're about to leave that back stretch. A gap opens up to Market Force, edging in front of Subby and Uncle Vinny. Then a Rising Bop, Proud of Nuclear. Paper Chaser races next, and toward the back of the field it's Silence, but they've left now the 7/16th and run toward the 3, Thornhill Miss and Fearless Samurai. Here comes She's a Man-Eater, asked to gobble them up on the outside. She's racing 3 wide as they leave the 5/16th. They're about to come into the lane in the final classic of the season, and the filly She's a Man-Eater has now taken charge. She's a Man-Eater trying to join the likes of Money Moon as they run toward the furlong pole. Simply Magic and Al Safra. Can she take the Triple Crown? She's opening up on Fearless Samurai. They're not going to stop. She's a Man-Eater. It's She's a Man-Eater in the hands of Omar Walker for Winston Kong and Wayne DaCosta. Odie. She's a Man-Eater wins the Triple Crown.
Unquestionably the best 3-year-old in Jamaica, She's a Man-Eater, ridden out to the finish for the huge victory as Caymanas Park's 11th Triple Crown winner. And first for the reigning champion jockey.
So it's been very nice to me, you know. And in the morning, she's very intelligent and she's smart. I wasn't worried about nothing. I just want a clean race from her. And that's what I did. I just put her in a good position and move her at the right time. And she responded to me very well, you know.
She's a Man-Eater scores emphatically by 6 3/4 lengths as the 1-5 favourite, chased in vain by Market Force and Sotomayor. 2 minutes, 08.40 seconds, the filly's winning time for 10 furlongs as she posts her 9th win in 10 career starts for owner Winston Kong and groom Luisito DaCosta, and gives trainer Wayne DaCosta his 2nd Triple Crown winner after Warzone in 1996.
She's been a great horse from the word go. She did everything right today. She did everything right from the derby. She worked good. She was relaxed. Come today, she never moved a muscle before the race. And when the race started, she just got in a good position, started in a comfortable position on the back stretch. And when after the 3 furlongs, it was all over.
In Barbados, 2 US $8,000 races, the main event Saturday at the Garça Savannah, including the Season of Emancipation Handicap, in which the in-form apparition tackled the Sandalane Spa Sprint winner, Wildcat T. Let's get Dean Springer's call now.
They're coming towards the quarter pole, and it's Wildcat T on the inside and on the outside apparition. They're 5 clear, Forsaker 1. Gazing is hot enough. On the outside, Daunting Davis found his best right. Dazzling David is the last one to turn to the judge, and they're homeward bound. And it's on the outside, Apparition on the inside, Wildcat T. Apparition under right-hand drive. Wildcat T also under right-hand drive. Can't answer as Apparition draws the clear, and is going to win by a cheeky 2 lengths.
A solid win this by the informed 3-2 bet Apparition, the 6-year-old mare posting her 12th career win under Antonia Perch's competent ride. Even money favourite Wildcat T now winless in 4 starts since his Sandalane Spa Sprint victory in early March. 105.40, Apparition's winning time for 5.5 furlongs for owners Stephen and Andrew Jardine, and trainer Boston John, who would sweep both big events on Saturday. His 5-year-old Spartacus resilient here down the home stretch in the right excellent Bussa handicap under 8-time champion jockey Anderson Tom Trotman, fighting off Princess Tiana and former classic winners Voldemort and Donico did it to score an exciting victory. A mere length and a half separating all 4 finishers at the end. Margot Atkinson Spartacus as even money favourite gets his 2nd win in 3 starts, topping Princess Tiana. Voldemort and Donico did it can't be separated. They're in a dead heat for 3rd. 1:53 the winning time, going 9 furlongs, completing a fine brace for trainer Boston John. Finally to Northlands Park in Canada, a haven for Caribbean jockeys there in Edmonton, where 16 of the last 18 championship titles have been won by Barbadian jockeys. This past weekend, TNT's Kishan Balgobin and Quincy Welch of Barbados scored stakes victories. Here in the Northlands Oaks, Welch, a 6-time champion jockey at Northlands Park, steers the 5-2 bet rough enough to a good win in the 1-mile run, scoring by 2 3/4 lengths, locking 139.22 for winning trainer Greg Tracy. Barbadian jockey Rico Walcott 2nd aboard Save It for a Rainy Day. And Balgobin 3rd with a 7-5 favourite Anstrom. Balgobin would return half an hour later in the Count Latham Stakes to pilot the 8-5 favourite Trooper John to a massive win by 9.5 lengths. This a meat-leading 5th stakes win for Balgobin, as Trooper John easily tops the 17-1 outsider Double Beer with Jamaican Dane Nelson aboard. 1:44.28 Trooper John's winning time for trainer Tim Rycroft in a great tune-up for next month's Canadian Derby. We've been at the track covering top stories in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.